All right. I want to talk about another thing. It's not quite a video, but it is a conversation that we need to have. Because it's another one of these fucking... All right. So last night, if you were on stream, I talked about Kevin Sorbo and how he did like a little video for PragerU in which he talked about how conservatives are like vilified by Hollywood or something. And it's like, you're Kevin Sorbo. It's not like there's a lot of fucking demand, dude. So Sorbo's entire like brand at this point is formerly being Hercules and then currently being a douchebag, right? Like most people don't like Kevin Sorbo, right? He's just one of these. He's a Republican guy who only does Republican and Christian movies now, and he gets paid a little bit of money, and his literal most recent claim to fame was God's Not Dead. And when the fuck did that come out? 2014 or something? 2014. 2014. God's Not Dead. And Kevin Sorbo got fucking killed in it. Spoilers. Anyway, so Kevin Sorbo recently tweeted this. Raising minimum wage kills small business and the job industry. The job industry. The job industry. And this is why you should follow me on Twitter, guys. Okay? Raising minimum wage kills small business and the job industry. Not a thing. If I pay 3 people $10 an hour and the government says I need to start paying them $15 an hour, I'm forced to either raise my prices or fire a worker. You're not. There's a third option, Kevin. You could make $15 fewer dollars, ensuring a higher quality of life for the employers or employees. That's because businesses they cause the business to run in the first place. Obviously, share your profits and shit like that. So he didn't like that, right? He did not like that. I mean, it's doing okay. And then I also said that I would do it. But so I'm getting a lot of this shit. $15 less every hour. That's $30K less in a year for one employee, assuming they're full time. Do you think small business can take a $30K hit without some form price fixing, automation, or letting someone go? Maybe Walmart can, which is why they like it kills their competitor. Okay. All right. So here's the thing, dude. Okay. Minimum wage is really easy to do, but a lot of people are like, but it will destroy the business. Interesting. So a lot of the arguments from capitalists about the minimum wage boils down to the business won't be able to afford the employee, and then the employees will lose their jobs, and then the business owner will lose their business. Everybody suffers. Obviously, this is stupid, but let's ignore the counter arguments and just talk about that premise, right? The capitalist premise of you need a job to survive. And if you don't have a job to survive, or you don't own a business to survive, you will die. That's the premise. You have to accept that before you even get to the point of, but now I have to fire somebody or my business is fucked. Okay? Maybe we should sever the tie between survival and capital. Right? And we don't even have to end capitalism for this. I have an itch. Deal with it. So, you don't have to end capitalism, capitalists. In fact, this only emboldens capitalism. Here's a couple ways that we can do this, okay? Number one, the number one easiest way to deal with this is don't make jobs tied to survival. Ensure that every American citizen, no matter their financial status, has housing, food, water, internet, a path towards education. Make sure they have all those things. All of it. Food, obviously. Did I already say that? Okay. Short of that, option B is UBI, right? Option B is UBI. Mitigate the necessity for a job by giving every American citizen at the age of probably once you graduate high school or turn 18, whichever comes first. Because some people will never graduate high school or GED or whatever's similar, whatever. I'm willing to put it down, but I'm worried about giving 16-year-olds thousands of dollars because I was a dumb 16-year-old. Or maybe you can apply and based on your issues. Anyway, we could talk about the nuance of that because there's some people that want to be emancipated. Maybe all emancipated individuals also get that. I don't know. But even beyond that, however you decide it, UBI, okay? Give everyone $1,000 a month. Everybody. That's $12,000. That helps mitigate it. Now that means, Savvy Day, thanks for following. Now that means survival, you still need a job, but you don't need a job to survive. $12,000 gives you survive, right? It doesn't give you thrive. It gives you survive, right? My initial plan is better, obviously. You could combine the two and create an ultimate plan, which would be obviously ideal. $12,000 every year, and you also get government housing, and you also get shelter and food and whatever like that. Healthcare is part of that, of course. Healthcare is already part of that. But beyond that, let's just say that we're not doing any of those things. Okay, let's just say it works right now. $15 minimum wage is going to be implemented. Let's see how this plays out in a system where we don't sever any of that, where we don't make sure that everybody has a quality of life, and we still have to have jobs for these pay, okay? Doom99, thanks for following. Here's how it works out, okay? So initially, this isn't like an overnight $5 raise. This kind of shit, this is a myth. This is a myth. It does not kill small businesses or the job fucking industry. You don't overnight owe somebody $15 an hour. It just isn't how it works. It's always incremental. So your bill will go from $11 an hour or from $10 an hour to $11 an hour. You can afford $11 an hour, right? Here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. Over the course of however long it takes to get to $15, you can do multiple things. Number one thing you could do, okay? If you are a business where you as an owner have made under, I don't know, I'd say $100,000 a year, right? If your take home is $100,000 a year or less, or maybe it's proportional to the amount of employees, $100,000 per 3 employees is about $33,000 per employee. If it whatever the ratio is, right? I think that's probably reasonable. $33,000 per employee take home for you as the business owner is probably around the area where I would say, okay, tell you what, if you are that owner and that's your only take home on your tax returns, we'll just subsidize that and it doesn't come out of your pocket for a year, 2 years. I don't know. We'll just subsidize it. Done. Easy. Okay. Subsidized. Okay, here's another way that it helps. Okay? Even if you don't subsidize it, although they do subsidize sometimes. Let's say there's no subsidies at all. Hyper-capitalism. Okay? Here's how it works out. What's the business? Okay? Let's say that you're not McDonald's, you are mom and pop burger shop. Okay? So mom and pop burger shop has you working as the owner-operator. Maybe you open up the store in the morning and someone else closes at night. And you probably have about 10 employees or something. It's a really small employee base, not a lot of people, okay? Most of them work, and you're open from like, I don't know, 6 to 4, let's say. You're open from 6 to 4. Although it would behoove you, instead of working 6 to 4, I feel like 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. makes a lot more sense from my experience working in restaurants. Whatever, it's irrelevant. Whatever your schedule is, okay? Let's say you have 10 employees and they each take home about $25,000 a year, which is pretty standard stuff for low-end workers. Let's say their minimum wage right now. Let's say $10 minimum wage. $10 minimum wage times 40 equals 400, obviously. Times 2 is 800. Okay, that's 2 weeks. Times 2 again, $1,600 a month. Times 12, $19,200 is roughly how much money you're making at minimum wage over the course of a year before taxes. Okay. Let's call it a flat $20,000. Maybe they get to take home tips or something, make about $800 in tips. Let's just call it $20,000. So if we, I didn't mean to do that. Really, dude? Okay. So if you have $20,000, right? I'll just keep that up in case I need it. So you have 10 employees that make about $20,000 because they're working full time. It's a mom and pop burger shop. Okay. So you have about $200,000 of that. And then per employee, they make $5 more an hour over time. So who buys burgers, chat? How does the burger place make their money? How does the burger place make their money? You buy the burger. You do. They sell burgers. Wait a second. Are you telling me that they have customers? Wait a second. Hold on. Customers buy stuff from businesses? Okay, hold on. But if those customers are getting paid $15 an hour instead of $10 an hour, they're going to have more money to buy burgers. What are you telling me that if people have more money to buy burgers, I might have more business? And through that increasing business, am I going to make more money? Wait a second. Whoa. If you increase minimum wage, working class people, because it pushes all wages up, right? Someone that makes $15 an hour now, as let's say a manager, is not going to want to make $15 an hour like the minimum wage employees that they are in charge of, right? They're going to get bumped. They're going to have to, right? And it'll be incremental. Otherwise, you have to be able to compete. They'll go somewhere else, right? That's how the free market works. Super capitalism. So the working class has more money. What the fuck does a working class person in America like more than a hamburger? Not much, dude. Pizza, maybe? A lot of low overhead mom and pop restaurants thrive on working class people needing a calorie dense, quick bite to eat. That's really what happens, dude. Calorie dense, quick food for a reasonable cost, really. This is just how it works. This is capitalism. You cannot have stagnation at the top to make capitalism run. I don't know how many times I have to say this. People who own businesses will make more money, and also that money will be circulating back into the company, back into people, and through consumers into the company again. Whatever you sell. It could be fucking tires. People need tires. More people would be able to afford cars. Oh, I can't afford my gas station. Yes, you can. More people can afford gas than the little snacks you sell now. Oh, I sell, name a thing. Literally name a business. Name one. Every business does better because people have money. Dildo maker. Yep, now I'm going to fuck myself more. Local game shop. Now I have money to buy minis. Missile defense companies. Now I have money for my private missiles. Yachts. Yacht companies. Even yacht companies are better. You know why? Because the people who buy yachts make money because of consumers having money to spend at their places they own. Credibility problem. Thanks for following. Even yachts go bigger. Local farms, obviously. A Subway. Yeah, you can get your $5 footlongs that are no longer things. Like a barber. Everyone needs to barber. Hair store. That's amazing. It's the dreams of small business owners shouldn't be achieved through the exploitation of workers, period. Yeah, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Of course they do, right? It's funny how the right love to propagate businesses like Ford when he literally was the front runner for higher wages. Well, Ford also wanted his wages to be Ford bucks and not American dollars. Will the dollar store work? It will! Human food cafeterias. Yep, you can eat human food there. Segs workers get more money that way too, 100%. I fucking win. If you have more money, you're more likely to sub. Right, Carney one? Right, Carney one? Sorry, I picked one of you that were cobless in chat. The dandelion planters? Well, Joe Biden is actually the only dandelion planter. It's true, though. It's true. Look, we all win. So raising the minimum wage is a good thing, Kevin Sorbo. And this is my second formal challenge to Kevin Sorbo. Kevin! You're weak and Xena was better. Debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. You won't. Diego, thanks for giving one to Carney one, who can now live life as an e-beggar. There you go. It worked. Xena was better. It's true. It's true, Kevin. Name a time, name a place. Okay? Kevin? Let's do it. He literally asked the other day, oh, lefties never fucking sit down and talk.
Good call, baby bird.
Oh, really?
Call.